Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students of second year. As we already have completed the topic of direct and indirect speech, but we need to revise it over and over, and this repetition will make you able to solve these questions in your examinations. So let's have a look at what are these direct and indirect statements, or what is this direct and indirect speech. Direct speech describes when something is being repeated exactly as it was, usually in between a pair of inverted commas. As you already have seen in practice, that those statements that are enclosed in inverted commas are direct speech, and these direct speeches are the direct comments, direct remarks, or direct conversation of a speaker. But unlike this, indirect speech will still share the same information, but instead of expressing someone's comments or speech by direct repeating them, it involves reported or describing what was said. Okay, when we convert these statements into indirect speech, so the words change, but the idea remains the same. All of you know that we are converted all these statements into indirect speeches. So we need to convey the same idea that is in inverted commas or that is in direct speech, but we need to convey the same idea in indirect way. So we may need different changes for this changing from direct speech to indirect speech. Okay. Let's have a look at what are direct and what are indirects in speech. So the direct speech reports or quotes the exact words spoken. When you look at the direct speech, the exact words of a speaker is repeated and that are enclosed in commas. Okay, what is the purpose? The purpose is to report exactly what was said. What is the purpose when we need to report something in direct, or when we are using quotation marks and when we are giving something into quotations? So what is the need behind this? The need behind this is that we want to convey the same idea by the same person, and we don't want to change that idea into our own words. So that is a direct statement enclosed in inverted commas. Okay, how is it? It is accompanied by a reporting verb, single phrase, or quotative frames. Okay, how is the structure of these direct statements? These direct statements are started with a little phrase. For example, you have seen that it is said to me, Saira said to Asif. These little statements, and after that there is a comma, and after comma there are quotation marks, and the statement is enclosed in quotation marks. Okay, do we need to change any change of tense in the direct statement? No. When we have indirect, when we have direct statements enclosed in inverted commas, then we don't need any change of tense. So this statement is quoted as it is spoken by the speaker. Okay, what is indirect? Now, indirect speech is also known as reported speech. Indirect speech is known as reported speech because we are reporting the things into this speech. What we get, or what the ideas are conveyed to us, we need to report those ideas. So that is why it is called the reported speech. What is the purpose behind this? Its purpose is to report on what someone said in the past. Like we are reporting thing in the present, but what is said in the past, we need to report those facts, those ideas, those messages in the present. That's why we need to report that events of past in our past tense. So it uses reporting verbs such as say, tell, said, talk, and speak. Okay, normally you will change the verb tense when using indirect speech. Whenever we are changing the direct narration to indirect narration, we need to change the tense, because in direct narration we have different tenses. Whenever we go to convert these statements into indirect, we need to apply the respective changes that we will see further.